Can we just fucking cut it right quick? Just come on. Let's just cut it. All right? We don't have to get into this whole thing. We don't have to get into the whole spiel. We don't have to let it. No, no. It's not right now, dude. Okay, it's like way too late for that. It's like Tuesday or some shit, you know? I don't need that shit right now. I got. That's what I have to say. He cultura. He cultura. He cultura. He cultura. However you say it, that's how you say it now and forever. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. I am Studio Mogura. Studio Mogura. PayPal.me/Studio Mogura. Cash App $Studio Mogura. All donations go toward the making of my independent film. Include your name in the memo, and it will be included in the IMDb listing, and you will get producer credit. Last QR code is for my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon for $9.99 and on Barnes & Noble for $16.99 for the hardcover. Basically a chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s. Lots of drugs, lots of raving, lots of craziness. And pick it up. You'll love it. All right? All about Miami. And this show is all about Miami. This podcast, whatever the hell this thing is, it's all about Miami, you know? All about Miami Heat, all about Miami City, all about Miami whatever, blah, 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 blah. You know? So, that's the tie-in. This is a very low energy Heat cultura. Just like this game was very low energy. I'm sure you felt it. You know? I'm sure everybody watching this game knew and thought the same thing when they heard that John Morant wasn't playing. Once you heard John Morant wasn't playing, oh, we're losing this game. Because that's how this team does this. We've seen this for a while now. It's a blueprint. There's no really arguing about this. There's no like, no, it's just a down. No. This is consistent enough that it's pretty much a for sure thing that's going to happen. If this team goes against a team that has like an all-star on it, and that all-star is out, and it's like, oh, how is the backups going to win this? The Heat will lose that game. 9 times out of 10. Don't ask me, ask them, because they're the ones that do it 9 times out of 10. So once John Morant was out, I was like, oh, and we're going against the backups. Forget it. We're done. This game's over. And what happens? Butler doesn't show up. Bam doesn't show up. It was allowed. Nobody showed up. Nobody. The only person I remember showing up and making shots was Caleb Martin in the first quarter. That's it. Everybody else was a myth. Was a mystery. Was a fucking, you know, there's like fucking Bigfoot out there and shit. You know, were they real? I don't know. It was a blurry picture. Maybe, I don't know. Somebody was out there. Something was out there. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Hero tried his little heart out, but these are games that Hero has to take over. These are games that Hero has to be the reason why we win. But he wasn't making all his shots, man. He wasn't hitting it. So, you know, and we had moments where we would take the lead, and then we would just give it back. Just give it back. Grizzlies come in and come and take it, and it was like we weren't getting any calls. You know, this was an all around bad game. So, you know, when Spo called the review, that's when I knew we lost this game. Normally I would be like, oh, wait until the last 2 minutes. In this game, even at the last 2 minutes, we were down 8. I was like, we're still in this game. With a minute left, I was like, we're still in this game. We had 2 timeouts. I was like, yeah, we're in this game still. We can make it. But then I was just like, you know what? Very next play, oh, no, never mind. We're not in this. And when Spo called the review, I was like, that's not good. That's not good, because he never calls it that early. And that to me was a frustration. You know, that was him being frustrated. That's him being like, oh, I don't want to deal with this shit. So, if he doesn't want to deal with this shit, I don't want to deal with this shit. So I basically took my fucking time getting ready. I think I had some apple pie, you know, and just you know, whatever. And I had no coffee. I'm not going to make coffee right now until 30 because, you know, I want to go to sleep. So I was just like, whatever, I'll get to it and I'll just do a really quick, you know, fucking equal do that and, you know, who gives a shit. And then we'll come back tomorrow, you know, we'll play at home against Detroit, and I imagine we're going to get a fucking win at home against Detroit, right? I mean, we better. If you're gonna lose this game, it's because you're like, oh, whatever, we'll make up for it tomorrow. That's what you're doing. We could have easily won this game. We should have won this game. So that's why there's no reason to really like, oh, well, Butler had this and this and the bam and the blah, 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 blah. No, it was just everybody had no effort. There was no effort. This was a no effort game on everybody on this team. Spo included. Coaches included. The guy that carries their fucking dirty laundry, that motherfucker also. No energy. You did a shitty job today. Okay? So, this you go back and we're just still trying to get to 500, bro. The struggle is real to get to 500, to stay at 500, to get over 500. So we just need a stretch of games that we can just beat easy teams and we just roll over people. But, you thought you wanted this, but these guys were obviously tired. Butler is not 100%. He is not. He came out for the Celtics game, and that's about it. But he didn't have anything else. So I don't know if he probably won't. I imagine he won't play tomorrow. I imagine Butler won't play tomorrow. I imagine like Lowry probably won't play. Or somebody's not gonna play tomorrow. That's for sure. Probably a lot of people are not gonna play tomorrow. I imagine we might get the rookies back for tomorrow because it's the Detroit Pistons, and then I imagine we'll take them super lightly and they'll kick our ass. And there you go. When you looked at the standings, we were like we're now in the playoff game. So we're like, we're moving up, we're moving up, we're moving up. But now we're moving back down. We're moving back down. I don't trust this team against Detroit, against the shitty teams, Orlando Magic, against the teams they're supposed to beat. I don't trust this team. No way. I trust this team won't show up. I'll say it to their face. You guys aren't going to show up. Oh, you're going to show up? Well, show up then. Prove it to me. Because he proved it to me the other night against the Celtics. Best team in the fucking league. Can't prove it to me against the Grizzlies? When they're like underhanded and down their best guy? They were basically a crap playing team. That's what we played tonight. We didn't play a very tough team tonight. They weren't. But, we play down to the competition. Everybody all together now. Heat MO is to play down to their competition. And we make the team seem a lot tougher than they really are. So because of that, if they don't give a shit, well, I'm not going to give a shit. I'm going to hit this Khalifa Kush, the last Khalifa Kush that I have, man. So, fuck it, right? Who gives a shit? Let me cut it in half because I got to say something to this motherfucker. Yeah, so there's no more Khalifa Kush. This 26% is the last of it. They have it in joints, and they had a nice pre-roll sale. I got a little bag, but I don't know. I don't like joints, bro. I've been smoking bowls and all for so long that paper, even if it's hemp paper, it's like it tastes like shit. So it's not my thing. But really nothing else to say but just try and ride out and see what happens this month, and hopefully this month we just gotta put a string of wins together. That's it. We gotta win it. We gotta win the games that we were supposed to win. So that's why tomorrow really worries me, man. Tonight was a game we were supposed to win. You heard, oh, John Moran was out. Oh, we should win this. Nuh-uh. Never. I'm gonna do it from now on. From now on, when the Heat go up against somebody that's like got an all-star, got a significant player, and they're out, and it's like, oh well, I guess the Heat are gonna win this, right? Oh, okay, I'm gonna bet against the Heat. Fuck that. I'm not gonna fucking let this opportunity slide. I mean, this is a great opportunity. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. This team is just not. It has like this weird killer instinct that wants to just. God damn it! I know it already, dude. That they're just like trying to cruise to the fucking goddamn playoffs, dude. Like, I don't want to evoke the big three because the big three used to do that shit, bro. Like they did, like toward the end of the fucking big three, it was like they would just cruise, and it's just they were so good that they won a lot of games. But I feel this team isn't at that level of talent, so it's just like, and it's just weird because I feel like we are at that level of talent. I feel like we're way more talented than that team. That team literally just had, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, and everybody else was just like, wow, they showed up when they needed to show up, and that's it. But I don't really think that most teams would be like, oh yeah, Battier, oh yeah. I mean, I guess yeah, Battier, and we had guys, but I feel like the guys we have right now on this team are way better. Are way better. We have a more we have more talent that's spread out on the team. It's not just concentrated on the starters. We're deep. We're a super deep team. Like our starting five is an all star team. I mean, it is Lowry, Butler, Bam. Those are three guys. Those are three all stars. Hero, he's a budding all star in the making, dude. What Struz? Struz is good, man. Struz can be, Struz is up and coming too. Or Martin. Martin is proving to be the guy right now, and he's the only one that shows up to work with his nice little lunch pail. He makes his sandwich. He gets up early, brushes his teeth. He's always on time. He's the good student, you know. Martin is the only good student right now, and the only guy you can really count on. And you know what's gonna happen, right? When everybody else is fucking all right, finally showing up, Martin is just gonna be slipping down because he's been holding it together this whole entire time. And we're gonna get to the playoffs, and that motherfucker probably won't be able to hit a goddamn shot. I feel like that happened last year. I feel like somewhere in the CULTURA that ultimately happened, where Morant was just like really really fucking hot, and then toward the end of the year he just kind of faded because he couldn't sustain it. So I don't give a shit about what the motherfuckers are doing right now. You're gonna play like this? Okay, cool. Well, I'll see you in the playoffs. Okay, you want to do that? I'll just see you in the playoffs. I'll keep doing the CULTURA, of course, but like personally, like mentally, physically, or like me, this thing called my soul, it's not gonna be here. Whatever, bro. It's gonna be chilling. Call me when the playoffs are here, and I imagine you're gonna be in it. I don't care where the fuck anymore. They're not gonna get first, second, third, fourth, fifth. They're gonna go for the play-in game. So you just better hope they get into the play-in game, or they make it to the 8th seed. That's it. And then it's gonna be against Boston first round, and we're gonna settle shit in first round. And if we somehow, by some act of God, make it past them, then it's gonna be the fucking second hardest person, which is probably gonna be Milwaukee. And it's not gonna be fucking a walk in the park. So it's just gonna be one of those seasons, and you better just strap yourself in and fuck it. Okay. So I'll leave you with this. Let's just fucking hit this Khalifa Kush and fucking go to sleep and watch some fucking, old school kung fu films or some shit, and fuck it, because this is bullshit. I have no fucking quarrels, dude. I have just nothing to say. There's nothing I need to nitpick. There's nothing that needs to be nitpicked. There's nothing interesting at all. This was just a shit game from the beginning to end. And when I get shit games, I give shit equal to us. So same way when you go to work tomorrow, you're gonna give a shit performance at work because you're pissed off because of the game and the Dolphins lost or the Jets lost or whatever and this shit. And this is one of those weekends, man. Everybody fucking lost. USA lost. It's they're trying to fucking strip, marriage equality rights. So it's just like everyone's losing. Everyone's losing right now. So I don't know what to tell you, bro. I just know what to tell you. So CULTURA, CULTURA. I am Studio Mogra, Studio MOGURA. PayPal.me/Studio Mogra. Studio Mogra, $ for Cash App. That's right, sorry. Cash App, $ Studio Mogra. I was doing good, but then I fucked it up. And then buy my book. Really, man, seriously. Full Moon Nights available on Amazon for $9.99 softcover. It's a really easy read, bro. It's really fun. It's really funny. There's a lot of cursing, a lot of fucked up shit in it, and you learn a lot about Miami and the rave scene. Which is it's a unique culture, and I know a bunch of people want to think it's all drugged out fucking bullshit, and a lot of it is just drugged out fucking bullshit. But hey, it's fun. So check it out. Right, Full Moon Nights available on Amazon. We're back at you tomorrow, man. I hopefully I'll have a little bit more energy for you, and I'll they'll come in with a win, and it'll be like, okay, yeah, we're coming with our false hopes, and they're like, look, we won, we're badass again, yeah. We'll do one of those, but this is all just bullshit. You know this, right? This team is so much is capable of much more, should be doing much more. So why aren't they? Is it on purpose? Are they just trying to stay in the middle? That's why I'm talking about the 500. They don't want to exert too much energy, and but I don't know, man. Over the years, what I've learned is home court advantage really matters, man. In the end, but and they're not a good road team right now. It's not like they can win on the road. So I don't know what this whole fucking shit is about. So uh, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Don't freak out. Just freak out.